Hey guys, do you manage an Instagram account for a company but can't seem to get any followers? I started an Instagram account for my workplace a couple of years ago, and right now it has about 14,000 followers and it continues to steadily grow. Growing this account took a lot of work. There were no viral photos, no mind-blowing photographies, just continuous, consistent content for a specific niche. Growing an Instagram account is a lot easier for a travel photographer than for a boring corporate workplace. But with the right technique, even a corporate company can have a successful Instagram account. So here are a few tips for you to grow your company's Instagram account. Number 1, find a niche and stick to it. Most likely, people are going to be following you for a particular reason because they like a certain style of photos that you're taking or a certain theme. And if you start switching it up, people don't know what you're about and you might lose some of those followers. So really find something and stick with it, and you're going to get people interested in that kind of a topic. Number 2, ask yourself this question. Would people halfway across the world want to see this photo? A lot of times you might get a request from your boss or somebody else at your company, and they might say, can you please post a photo of the group of panelists who just spoke at this event? Now, unless they're really famous, most likely people that weren't at the event wouldn't really care to see that photo. So you really have to ask yourself, do you want to post something that people not at the event wouldn't want to see? I mean, it just depends. If you're trying to reach a local audience and that's it, and that's fine for you, then go ahead. But if you're trying to really grow a massive following from people all around the world or people all around the country, really post photos that would appeal to everyone, not just people at your local event or people in your area. Number 3, upload daily. In order to really grow your following, you have to consistently upload, not just once a week or once a month or whenever you've got something going on. So try to come up with a strategy for how you can get content on a daily basis, or it doesn't have to be daily, but as often as you can. So you can think about different series that you can have. Maybe you could even run a photo contest with something related to your company, just to give you content that you can post on a weekly basis or on some sort of a regular basis. Number 4, avoid posting boring photos or photos that are just really terrible quality. Even if the people in the photos might be important or it's somehow of some importance to a CEO or boss that you work with, if the photo is bad, just don't post it, because most likely people will unfollow you when they see content that kind of like clogs up their feed that they're not interested in. Think about it this way. Let's remove all the captions from all of your photos. Now, would people still click on them? Would people still like them? If the answer is yes, then you have really nice content. If the answer is no, then you have to really think about what you're posting. Number 5, spice up photos with props. If you really have to post those boring photos of people that you work with or panelists or people that you flew out for your company, try to spice up those photos. Ask people to strike a pose. Ask people to put their hands up in the air. Ask people to put their arms around each other, or better yet, find some props and use them. Maybe it's a flag, maybe it's t-shirts, maybe it's people pointing at a logo, something that'll like make it a little bit more interesting than this kind of boring group photo where everybody is just stiff. Number 6, and of course, you have to use hashtags. You have to geotag your location. You have to make sure that your photo becomes discoverable and perhaps even end up on the explore page if it's really good. But I don't need to go into that, because if you have an Instagram account, you probably already know that hashtags, geotagging, and tagging other accounts is very, very important. Do some research, make sure that your hashtags are effective. For example, the hashtag dog is a horrible hashtag for you to use because that has 176 million uses, which means your photo will never be discovered under hashtag dog. It will be buried and disappear way too quickly, so it's pointless. You could use something more specific, so I'm just going to look down some examples. Like if you live in Australia, for example, you could use hashtag dogs of Melbourne, which has around 500, 600,000 uses, and under that hashtag your photo is a lot more likely to be discovered. So you just have to do some research based on what niche you're in and find hashtags that are popular, but not so popular that your photo will never be discovered. So try to find some hashtags that have under 1 million uses and apply those to your photos. Number 7, create incentives. So how do you grow your Instagram account from like 10 followers to 1,000? Well, those first 1,000 are probably going to be the hardest, but that's where it's a really good idea to create some incentives. So if you want to bring people over from your Facebook page to your Instagram account, for example, you can create giveaways and photo contests and any sort of other incentive that might make someone want to follow you. You can have a giveaway, and in order to be eligible for this giveaway, people would have to follow your account and leave a comment under your most recent picture. This makes them eligible for the giveaway. You can then randomly select someone, announce the winner on Instagram, and hold a couple more giveaways like that just to grow your following. You could also have a photo contest where you ask people to follow you and post a photo of something that relates to your company, and just by doing that, they become eligible to win a prize. So people love free stuff, and personally, I participate in certain contests as well, especially if the incentive is a really good one. And it's a great way to sort of like build your following in the beginning. And once you have your first 1,000 followers, it'll be easier to just gain a following naturally, but those first couple hundred are gonna be harder, and that's where incentives really help. And number 8 is to simply share your Instagram link on all of your other social media channels. Do it regularly. Ask your Facebook followers to go over to Instagram and follow you there. Ask your Twitter followers to do the same. Ask all of your coworkers to do the same. Just get those first couple of followers from your other channels over to Instagram, and that'll help you out in the beginning. So I hope this helps. Growing a personal Instagram account can be really fun, and if you're a photographer, it's probably not that hard. But if you work for a corporate employer, it gets a little bit harder, but with a little bit of effort, you too can grow your company's Instagram account. I hope that helps. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And subscribe down below would make me super happy. And I'll be posting more content like this in the coming weeks. Have a good day.